The three temptations, first one to do with the body, second one to do with the spirit, third one to do with the soul. If you are the Son of God, say to these stones to be bread. That's to do with the body. And what is the attack against the body? Lust. Lust. And what is the cure the Lord is providing for the temptation of the body? Fasting. Fasting is the medication to overcome lust. Why? Because when you fast, you are weakening the body. You are breaking the body. When you are broken in the body, you're not gonna go downtown anymore, baby. Imagine this. When we're healthy and wealthy, we can do anything and everything. We can go anywhere we wish because I have the health and I have the wealth. But imagine an illness comes and breaks me down and I am bedridden. Are you gonna go to those places that you were going before? No. Are you going to talk the way you spoke before? No. What are you going to say? Lord, please, I beg you, I don't want nothing from this world and from this life. Just give me good health. Give me back my health, Lord. I promise you, Lord, I will never ever be naughty again. The Lord gives me the health and I go back to my naughty ways again. He comes and breaks me again, my beloved. Naughty, naughty. So now, the flesh, the body, lust is the enemy. The Lord says fast. Now, what is the enemy of the spirit? The second temptation. He took him up on the pinnacle of the temple, a high place. When someone stands on a high place, they feel good about themselves. Whoa, everybody's looking up to me. Everybody is focusing on me. I am the center of attention. Wow, I am someone special. My head becomes a big hot air balloon. False pride. Pride is the enemy of the spirit. And what is the cure for the pride? Prayer. The Lord says, pray to overcome the pride of the spirit. Fasting brings the head of the flesh to the ground. Prayer brings the head of the spirit to the ground. And the third one, the soul. What is the weakness of the soul? Greed. Can you please give me $5? I'm hungry. I don't have. This person has millions. Not a cent out of that person comes. Greed attacks the soul. Poor soul lives, dwells in wealth and possessions. Loves wealth, loves possession. This is my house. This is my car. This is my money. This is my throne. And nobody touches it. I am the bishop in charge. And whatever I say goes. Relax, soul. Nothing is yours. When death comes, death will take away everything you think you've ever had. Nothing is yours. Give. Cheerful is the hand that gives. Cheerful is the hand that gives. Why are you afraid? Why are you so greedy? It's not yours. You have billions in the bank account. Well, when are you going to eat it all? When you go out to have breakfast, lunch and dinner, how much are you going to eat? When you want to travel, how much are you going to travel? How long are you going to be traveling? You got this Ferrari and that Lamborghini and this Mercedes-Benz and that Rolls-Royce and whatever. And you've got mansions and properties and everything. And when I sit at home alone, I look at myself and there is a big emptiness, void from within. I had fun to the fullest, but at the end I am empty. You know why? Because you enjoyed life outside of the Creator, and His name is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The only one that fills you up from within, the only one that gives you the virtue of contentment is God. And his name is Jesus. He's the only one. The more you give, the Lord will give you more. And the only time you'll be happy when you help, not when you take, when you give, my son and my daughter. That is the only time you enjoy true happiness. Why? Because you are imitating your Christ on earth. And the only happiness that you will ever receive that is absolutely genuine is when you put a smile on the Lord's face. He'll make sure that you are happy. When you make him happy, he'll make you happy. And as the simple English saying goes, what goes around comes around. You make me happy, I'll make you happy. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have a time to connect on you. I haven't even started. It's half an hour gone. Well, it's not half an hour. There was maybe a hymn, 3-4 minutes, and I said a few words, 3-4 minutes. So it's been about 20 minutes. Okay. Now let's focus also on the following. Let's take fasting as a journey. Let's take fasting as a journey. And in every journey, we need to determine the following: destination. Without destination, there is no journey, there is no travel, there is no trip. So I need to determine the destination in order for me to have a journey made possible. When I determine the destination, it is therefore thereafter I determine in what kind of a mean I shall travel with. Is it by the road, on earth? Is it by the sea? Or is it by air? Depending on the destination. Well, since we live in Australia, if you wish to go overseas, it's either boat or plane. There is no cars. You have the Pacific Ocean surrounding this continent, and there is no other means but only the sea and the air. Now, fasting, the intention behind fasting is to get us to Christ. That is the ultimate intention. So it's not about what shall I eat, what shall I drink. And so many Christians waste their time and breath thinking, what do I cook today or tomorrow or the next day? Enough. Stop making food your priority. Your priority through fasting is to get to Christ. What food? So now, since I need to get to Christ, I need to climb up. Well, the only climbing up way is by air. I need a plane. The plane is made out of 3 parts. There is the main cabin, the body. There is one wing to the right and another wing to the left. These 3 components is what we call the way of worshiping God, and that is also included in our beloved Jewish Tanakh. One body, the body is called prayer. The main cabin of the plane is called prayer. One wing is called fasting, the other wing is called charity, almsgiving or charitable deeds. Now, fasting and charity are means to get me to my destiny. But the main body is foundational. So it's like the triangle. This side is fasting. The other side is charity. But the base and the foundation of the triangle is prayer. Now, why is fasting and charitable deeds are only means, but prayer is foundational? Because if somebody, what is fasting? Is to weaken the body, to break the body. If someone is sick, the church allows and permits that sick person to eat in order to take medications. That we cannot expect the sick person to fast. Why? Because what fasting was trying to determine, illness has already achieved that. The illness broke the body, we're even now. Fasting is to breaking the body and making it weak. Well, the illness took care of that. And through that illness, the body is weak. So a person that is sick, I don't ask them to fast. A person that is a street beggar, I don't ask them to do charitable deeds. But prayer, I ask everyone to pray. Prayer applies to everyone, every situation, and every condition. The poor must pray, the sick must pray, the wealthy must pray. It is for everyone applicable. That's why prayer is foundational, my beloveds. So I need this plane that is made out of the main cabin, prayer, one wing fasting, the other wing is charitable deeds. Now, when I sit in this plane of prayer, fasting, and charity, I'm cruising now to this high altitude, getting closer to Christ. That is the beginning of the Great Lent.